Good evening, everyone. A mid-Michigan village loses a lawsuit involving the enforcement of campaign signs. Now, while the ruling pertains just to St. Charles and Saginaw County, it could have an impact on any municipality that tries to limit the placing of campaign signs.
It stands as a bright, bright red flag.
You might remember the controversy in St. Charles in the summer of 2024. Trustee candidate Troy Freed sued the village of St. Charles after his campaign signs were removed by the village president. A property owner sued as well.
They used their zoning ordinance to say you can't have signs but for a specific time before an election.
The township argued it can enforce its sign ordinance, but U.S. District Court Judge Thomas Ludington has entered a binding consent order in favor of the plaintiffs.
Which is essentially where the other side concedes that they were wrong, and the judge signs off on you were in fact wrong.
The village or its insurance company will have to pay $7,500 each to Freed and the property owner. Their attorney, Phil Ellison, says there is more to this ruling than just the money.
It's not just for the village itself that this is unconstitutional, but hopefully is a message to the wider community at large, and particularly neighboring governments. Don't do the same thing.
And it appears other municipalities do have ordinances regarding campaign signs and when they can be put up. Saginaw Township did have an ordinance that only allowed campaign signs up for 45 days for a calendar year. But the mention of the 45 days is now gone from its website, as we've learned the township is reviewing its sign ordinance due to an earlier U.S. Supreme Court ruling. Ellison says this recent ruling could do away with time limits placed on campaign signs.
You can't pick or choose which signs are favorable or disfavored based on the content of the sign. Be it cigarettes, politicians, or realtors, they all have to be treated equally.
Now, St. Charles Village Manager Hartman Awi says the legal process played itself out and this is concluded. He does say the township still has a temporary sign ordinance in effect, which places time limits on those types of signs.